Hi again and welcome to my channel. Now we live in a world where there are people just preying on other people who are just looking for someone to help them achieve their dreams, their hopes, their goals in life. The thing is, it is all too easy to fall victim to someone who you put all your trust into emotionally and financially and then ends up giving you nothing in return. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you how and why this happens and also how to avoid it. Let's go. Just before I get into this video, I just wanted to say that I've received a lot of messages from a lot of you asking me to do certain videos, etc. I am listening to you and I have listed down the videos that you've been requested and they will be coming in the future. So do make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of them. This video is kind of a follow-up to my How I Made £50,000 in a Month video. If you've not seen that video, the link is in the description box. I felt that I needed to talk a little bit more about this sort of subject because I'm seeing that a lot of people are just buying into people who give them nothing in return, and that concerned me. I'm sure many of you have seen videos or attended talks where the classic line starts with one of these lines like, I was broke, or I was homeless, or I was down to my last pound or my last dollar, and then all of a sudden I became a multi-millionaire. And then the next brilliant classic line comes out, and you can too. All you need to do is pay for something from me or come to my seminar so I can sell you something. I'm sure you've all seen that kind of classic story to lead you into buying something. Now, before I go on, I'm not saying that all of these stories are not real. What I'm saying is a huge amount of these stories are created by people in order to sell you the dream. But that's obvious, and I'm sure many of you know that, but that's not what I'm focusing on. My focus and what angers me is the fact that these people are happy to let someone who is searching for something to transform their life, searching for that thing that can make the difference to their life, they're happy to let them believe that they found it. I'm going to go through how they do this, so therefore you can be aware and also you can avoid yourself falling victim to a situation like this. Firstly, you have to understand that humans generally focus on what they want to hear when they're speaking to someone, or if they're reading on the internet, on what they want to see. They generally do not focus on what is logically correct, or if it's a response to something, they don't focus on an answer that they don't want the answer to be. What they do is they focus on something that they want to be true, or an answer that they want to hear. I'm going to explain a little bit more. I'm going to give you an example. If my partner puts on a top to go out, but she doesn't really want to wear the top, she will ask me, what do I think of the top? I'll say, yeah, it's a really nice top. Yeah, it looks really good. And she'll say, are you sure? And I'll say, yeah, it looks really nice. Then she'll say, well, don't you think it doesn't go with these jeans? And then I'll go, actually, maybe it doesn't go with the jeans. And that will be her reason to immediately change that top. So you see, she only focused on the answer that she wanted to hear. Because I gave two answers prior to the last answer, and those answers were not the answer she wanted to hear. So she pushed in order to get the answer that she did want to hear, which meant she wouldn't wear the top. Now, if you relate this to fake motivators or fake speakers, or even the sales motivators, they're the classic ones. They know what people want to hear. They want to hear the story that they came from nothing and ended up with everything. They know that people want to believe that they can come from nothing and also have everything. But these people don't know how to get to where they want to be, become a multi-millionaire or whatever it is. And these fake speakers and these fake motivators know that. So what they do is they create a tool. Buy my book, pay for my course, attend my seminar, because once you do, you're going to get all the answers that you need in order for you to reach where you want to get to. But remember, the money that you're spending is just an investment because you're going to make millions. So you don't have to worry about that. Hold that thought for a second. I'm going to tell you a story. There was a football team who was playing in a tournament. It was half time during one of their games and they were losing. Now, the reason they were losing is because they believed that the other team were technically better than them and had more energy than them. The coach could not convince them that this was not the case, but he had an idea. He had a packet of sweets in his sports bag. He took the packet of sweets in his sports bag and poured all the sweets out into his hand. He took the sweets and he went into the changing room where the team were waiting. He said to all the members of the team that he has a pill. Now, this pill gives you more energy and it mentally stimulates you. So it will make you more technically aware than the team that you're playing. He gave each one of these sweets to every team member. Now each team member took some water, put the pill in their mouth and swallowed it. They went out for the second half of the game. They ended up overturning the score and winning the game. Not only did they win that game, they ended up winning the whole tournament. So it was all in their head, right? Or did it actually end like that? Or did they go into penalties and then end up losing on penalties? Or did they end up losing the game anyway? What ending were you looking for? What ending were you expecting? Everyone I've told this story to had the expectation that the team went out in the second half and ended up winning the game. They want to believe that the team can be losing and then end up winning. That's a story that they want to believe. Do you see how easy it is to create something for someone else to believe in so they can think it's possible for them? Now let's get back to what I was saying before. When you're listening to these people, whether they be speakers or claim to be motivators or people who want to try and sell you the dream that you can make everything that you want, it is important to apply logic. It is important to listen to every single thing that they say, if you're going to listen to them, by the way. Understand what logically makes sense. Look for where the gaps are in their story. I looked into two people who claim to have multi-million-pound businesses and claim to be multi-millionaires. They gave the classic rags to riches story. I'm not going to be naming them because I think it's important when you listen to these type of people that you go and check into them yourself. Now, the first person claimed to have several multi-million-pound turnover businesses. So I had a look into the person, looked at the apparent businesses that this person had, which was very easy for me to find out. 6 of the businesses were dissolved, so didn't exist, were closed down. And the only business that was still running had assets worth 90,000 with about £10,000 in the bank recorded on his accounts. The second person, I knew this person. This person had a very privileged upbringing, didn't have a single problem with money and was given so much money by his parents in order to pretty much do what he wanted. But you see, the true stories aren't going to sell tickets or they're not going to sell books. The dream story, the story that people want to hear, are going to sell the tickets and the books. Let's look past the lies and the made up stories and let's actually look at what these type of people are trying to give you as a solution. This is where you're going to see what I'm talking about, that you think you're getting something, but you're getting nothing. Here are genuine sales tips that I have found that people who claim to be multi-millionaires give in order to achieve what they've achieved. Wake up early, increase your income, save some of your income, forget your friends and just focus on your goals. Now, if you look at the tips I've just given you from people who claim to be multimillionaires, and are just trying to sell tickets to their events or sell you a course, sell you the dream that you can do it too. Wake up early. So if I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, is that going to make me a multi-millionaire? If I increase my income by £50, is that going to make me a multi-millionaire? If I say some of my income, how much of my income? If I isolate myself, forget my friends and just focus on my goals, is that really going to make me a multi-millionaire? There are people in the walkway who paid for this information thinking they now have their answer. And when it doesn't happen, the people who have apparently given this information will convince them that it's therefore why it's not worked out. And the people again will believe it because they will believe more in the dream, the answer, than they believe in themselves. You see, they don't want to believe that the information that they paid for to receive cannot be true, because then that kills any hope that they have of reaching where they want to be. The reason why I'm telling you all this and I'm giving you all this information, because so many people have come to me and they paid for a course or gone to a seminar in order to reach a goal or a dream, and they don't understand why they haven't reached it after getting the information that was going to teach them how to hit where they want to hit. But they don't even believe that it's down to the information that they're given. They believe it's purely down to themselves, not applying it in the way that they should be applying it, when it's not the case at all. Understand that a lot of these people who claim to have everything and want to teach you how to get everything don't even have a quarter of what they say, but they use it as a way to get to their goals and to hit their dreams by convincing people that they've already made it. That's how they get money from it. If it was me, before I even considered paying to listen to someone to see what they can do to help me achieve my goals, I'll see what they've actually done, really done, for other people. Have they delivered what they promised? Has anything that they've said actually worked? If they claim to have multi-million-pound companies, I'll check to find out, really, do you have multi-million-pound companies? Tell me the company names so I can check them out. I'd ask to hear step by step how they managed to achieve what they claim to achieve. Because what I find with these people is they like to tell the beginning of the story and the end of the story. They don't do any focus on the middle of the story, and the middle of the story is key, it's massive. It is a huge jump from you being homeless or broke or just having a pound or dollar in your pocket to becoming a multi-millionaire. That is a massive jump. So why do you just really hear a lot about the beginning, a lot about the end, but not so much about the main middle part of it? Unless you have step by step every bit of detail of how a person got from that stage to another, you have very little hope of replicating it. Try building a car with an instruction manual and just have the first 5 pages of the instructions and the last 5 pages of the instructions, and the actual instructions is 200 pages long. You're going to have a problem. Even when you watch my videos, like my how to write off debt video, I fully expect you to go and check it out on the FCA website, to have a look and make sure it is correct. I don't just expect you to take my word for it. Double check it. Just to finish off, be careful who you put all your trust in order to achieve your hopes and your dreams. Make sure you use logic, do your research. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I do hope you can take something from it that will help you. If you're new to my channel and you like my content, please feel free to subscribe. Please like and share this to anyone that you think will help them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.